A horrific attack occurred in the Bronx, New York, when a repeat offender went off on a 75-year-old woman, Zenona Ramos. During the morning, this elderly woman was simply entering her building. Once Miss Ramos entered, she used her key and Edwin Rios held the elevator door for her so they can step inside together. You would think Edwin Rios is a gentleman with respect for women, especially his elders. Let's take a look at the news footage.
Attack of a 75-year-old woman in the Bronx. Police say an ex-con followed her into the elevator of her building and stabbed her several times in the head and hands. And good afternoon. I'm David Navarro.
And I'm Liz Cho. The victim tells us that she felt trapped in that elevator and thought she was going to die. She shared the terrifying details about what happened with Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson. She's live at the hospital in the Belmont section of the Bronx. Kim.
Well, Liz, Zenona Ramos is a mother of 6. She has 13 grandchildren and 1 great-grand. She's now here with her family recovering from that vicious attack. The 75-year-old did try and block those blows, but the ex-con, who was the suspect who has done this before, she tells me he was relentless. 40 stitches here, cuts all over Zenona Ramos's face. The blows allegedly delivered by this man, Edwin Rios, seen in this exclusive video seconds after the violent attack, covered with blood, calmly walking away. From her hospital bed, Ramos tells me she begged her attacker to let her live.
Yeah. I begged him, please let me live. I'm a sick woman with diabetes.
There, you see the 75-year-old Sunday morning walking into her apartment building on Morris Avenue in the Bronx. Right behind her, Rios. She uses her key to unlock the second door. He opened it, and at one point, looks like he's going to help her with her bag. The pair gets into the elevator, and before the door even closes, he lashes out, repeatedly stabbing the great-grandmother. We are not showing the assault.
I was trapped in the elevator. I have diabetes, was operated on. He opened up all my wounds.
With so much blood, at one point, the suspect dropped the knife, at which point, Ramos tells me she thought she had a window of opportunity.
When the knife fell, I pushed it away without knowing. He picked it back up.
She tried blocking the blows, but couldn't then. Just like that, the suspect stopped. Ramos was able to walk to a neighbor's apartment who called 911. The victim's daughter tells me what Rios said to her mother in those final seconds.
After he finished beating her up, he just stated to her, "Take care." The devil. That's the only way I can describe him, as the devil.
And Ramos's daughter tells me she feels the system failed her mother. In 2012, the suspect followed a woman off of a bus in Queens and stabbed her in the back. He went to prison and was released on parole in August. He is once again in custody. For now, we're live in the Bronx. Kimberly Richardson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
This male is clearly mentally ill and full of rage. It is so disturbing how someone can attack another person like this. It's clearly an unprovoked assault, which shows Edwin Rios should be jailed permanently. He has no compassion for people. We can't assume or be vulnerable to any stranger. While walking, turn around several times, look behind you, and try not to be alone with another person in enclosed areas. I'm so upset and saddened by this incident. As you heard, in 2012, he attacked a random woman in Queens. 12 years ago, Edwin Rios is now 10 times worse, and he said, "Take care," and walked away without any remorse whatsoever. Who and what are these beings among us? I pray that Zenona Ramos will make a full recovery with effective therapy and support from her loved ones.